Like many Aussies, I see grain-fed beef on the menu, and I'm like, what does that even mean? Well, I recently visited a feedlot, so now I know not only what grain-fed beef is, but how and why it's produced. So Australia has two main beef systems, grain-fed and grass-fed. One eats grain, one eats grass, but there's actually a lot more to it than that. 26.8 million cattle call Australia home, and 2% of them are in feedlots at any one time. Grain-fed beef comes from a feedlot, but what's a feedlot? Well, I'm glad I pretended you asked. A feedlot is a managed facility where cattle eat grain. Now, before you start imagining things like force feeding and confined spaces, let me lay some facts on for you. Feedlot cattle actually spend 85 to 90% of their lives in paddocks, grazing grasses, and on average, only 50 to 120 days at the feedlot anyway. And their yards are up to 6,000 metres squared, with room to exhibit natural interaction and movement. Feedlots are important for two main reasons. They're an alternate food supply during droughts, and they may help farmers to meet market demands here and overseas. But are the cattle happy? Well, they have 24-hour access to water and a diet developed by animal nutritionists to provide all the vitamins, minerals, energy and protein the cattle need. And the cattle are supervised by highly trained handlers, have their own vet to keep an eye on health and welfare, and are hospitalised if unwell, where they're probably given get well soon flowers, which they kind of eat anyway. They're protected from starvation, fire, floods and wild animals, and can eat, drink, play and sleep as they please. Sounds like a pretty sweet life to me. And the industry invests in ongoing research to continually improve conditions and ensure not only the cattle, but the environment is protected. So next time you see grain-fed beef on the menu, you'll know exactly where it came from. Now, to work out which one of these guys is named Angus.